Welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 for this Bavarian campaign. I have not even yet ended turn from the last episode, episode 2, and Napoleon goes ahead and asks us to join the war against Hesha, which is what I was planning to do anyways. And he actually, the audacity, I mean, maybe not the audacity is Napoleon, he can ask me whatever he bloody wish, he can crush us like a bug, but he asks me to pay almost everything I have left in my treasury besides 5 coins. He's gonna leave me with 5 coins. I don't even know why he asks for this. This little token or whatever, but he's going to give me conscription, which is good and it's bad because conscription gives 2 minus in happiness for the populace, but it gives a replenishment or something, I don't know. It gives some good benefit, but those -2 could make it hard for us to hold control over the Tiroler region. With that said, I'm gonna accept this still, because we have no opportunity of getting technology otherwise. So I will graciously accept Emperor Napoleon's offer, and we're gonna go to war with the Hessians, and we're gonna start relocating the army, get our troops together, gather an army, and take a look at what they have. So yeah, let's jump back into this once the end of turn have ended. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept graciously. Thank you very much. We're back after the end turn, and it turns out that Adolf Hitler, has sabotaged my iron mines, the boson mines. That's not great. Where exactly is that? Okay, so it was territory we held here. And also, an even greater general has marched in with quite a large force to attack and retake the Tirol region. We have a new general available. The picture here, though, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like Arthur Wesley or something, and the other guys are clearly like Spanish or Portuguese. That's kind of interesting. Ancillary gained. Yes, one of the things that I sort of done off camera is I reorganized the ministers, because they were shit to begin with, but now I've all reorganized them, so they should be a lot better. So this guy got management for justice and he's honest for treasury, which I guess there's no need to move him. This guy's got tactician, he's more impaired though. This guy has nothing, and these two have nothing, so that's that. We've got some troops, Jaeger companies being recruited. We have buildings, the lumber mill is done, which is going to help us build, and then we've got Adolf Hitler doing his thing. Right, with the fact that the Austrians have moved a rather large army down to face us down here. I mean, I have 2 options. I can pull back and regroup at the capital, or I can stand my ground and bring down everyone to defend Innsbruck. And now we actually have a force greater than the enemy. However, they have a much better general. Do I have the possibility of attacking him, but I'm wondering if it might not be more prudent to wait for them to come to us. And also, I'm looking here, maybe I'll need to improve, maybe not recruit so many troops, and maybe improve on the situation in my, like, build up the drill school. Can I build a military academy? I think I can. Will allow some new troops, possibly. But also it will apply a tax bonus of 4%. And I think extra repression in the province. Let's see also what conscription does. So I got conscription. -2 happiness, but increase the the recruitment slot. So I'm gonna be able to quicker recruiting troops. The thing is, I kind of have just gone all out on recruiting troops. I wonder how much more my treasury will able to hold. We might want to stop recruiting some of these troops and instead try to maybe build one of these, or upgrade the roads could be well as well, because then I could quickly move back and forth. Since I only have so few troops, it will improve my campaign movement range. It will improve replenishment to 8% from 4, so it doubled by the road, and then it also will increase the wealth gain, because right now the wealth is falling, and also the population is actually falling. So maybe if I build a new road, more people will move here. Before we go ahead and decide what to do down there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid this gold mine. We're gonna take a look at what they have here. They have quite a sizable force. And you know what? I have range, so I can even continue on and raid this musket factory. And I could actually put myself in safety by retreating into French territory, or the Baden-Württemberg territory. So I probably got a little. You get a little bit of money for that, right? Because I can see I have 500, 1500, 500. That should be enough to replenish or rebuild this. I'm not so sure about having barracks here, because I don't think I can recruit. One of the things about Napoleon War 3 is you can't just recruit, like, if you're France and you say have taken a province like way out here, you can't just go ahead and recruit new old guard units out here. You have to recruit in your home province. So all the areas have like recruitment specific, which is going to be a problem for us as playing as Bavaria, because we probably can't recruit a lot of troops outside of Bavaria. We probably can't recruit anyone here. We might be able to recruit somewhere in the other smaller towns, but not so much. Can they move? They can move around to attack Munich, but I don't think the AI is going to do that. I hope. That would be a bloody big mistake if they just move around. If they just move around here. The thing is, I kind of don't want to attack them here because it's high hills and forest and whatnot. Because I also want to move the army quickly up north, because of I don't want to fight, like, at this point we have this front, we have this front, and we have kind of have 3 areas, 3 directions in which the enemy can attack from, and Austria is big enough to be able to send armies both ways, a big 3 front war kind of ish. At the same time, I'm not gonna let these guys just walk around, burn stuff, and, you know, maybe attack the mines, and just like Adolf Hitler did. I have tons of troops. We will boldly go and attack the enemy. A superior general has moved into the high hills, and we decide to attack him. Oh, I thought I was gonna outnumber him, but he actually outnumbers me. I do have one of the things that I wish is which game is that? One of the things that I wish they would have put in this is when you capture, like, if you defeat an army, that you would capture the cannons, so you could, like, because if we defeated the other army, like, took those 12-pounder guns, that would be important, and incorporate them into the army and, like, upgrade one of these 3-pounders and stuff like that. It's in the newers, I think, from Rome and so forth, that you can actually take over. Or am I completely misunderstanding that or misremembering? They have a big cavalry advantage, and then they kind of had an infantry advantage. I have a cannon advantage, and I have the advantage of that I'm a clever human, and possibly using my Jaeger companies to good use. They've got a much higher accuracy than the others, 28, which they can't. The enemy can't really match. They have 22 at the most. So I mean, it's a dangerous battle, but I think we can do it. So without further ado, and without further doubt, let's let Karl von Wrede move into action, shall we? I kinda keep using the same tactic of just having these long lines everywhere. So I'm thinking maybe I should do similar to what I did in my American Civil War, where I had these brigades of 3 units grouped together and have them maneuver around and so forth. So I'm thinking something similar for this battle, and we'll see how it goes. Where we have 1st Brigade right here, 2nd and 3rd, and then with the 2 3-pounder cannons as close support, and then we'll anchor it, having this as sort of a main base of operations. The 6-pounder and the grenadiers will have the small cavalry units moving out far on the flanks to be able to scout the enemy, and with that I think we'll start the battle. So, since the enemy has a massive advantage with its cavalry, there is... I mean, I'm not going to take up many offensive maneuvers against the enemy, especially not until I localized all their forces. So we're not going to be the ones to make the first moves out. So we got quite a lot. Got 3 units, and it's 3 big 300 men unit, so I'm guessing there's about 1,000 men there. Well, not really, maybe 900 something. It's probably a cavalry unit hiding behind here, because I thought this was actually casualties, but it was a bunch of bushes. I'm pretty sure there's loads of cavalry in the forest there. The general is moving over here, so I'm kind of wondering if there's something hiding over here. And then what I think we do when we actually deploy these to line is we'll have one like that. We'll have these guys in the center, so they're protected. If cavalry comes, these two can form squares and so forth. Ah, we have spotted something up here. It's the rest of the line infantry and 2 units of cavalry, it seems. So with that scouted, I definitely don't want to lose my scouts. This unit will hold as it is. We have some hussars. Move back to safety. Switch to canister. Shit, they're coming here as well. Quickly. Form into square. Shit, I'm not entirely sure how well this will go, because that's a lot of enemies. Right, we were able to send these guys off. I'll tell my cavalry to chase them down. Don't want to fight these guys again. Hold your fire. We've got cavalry coming in, so I kind of want to form them into square, just to be prepared. Okay, let's not waste the cavalry. General kind of need to go into safety. Try not to shoot friendly troops. And we got loads of enemy coming, so we need to deploy these. God damn it, these guys though. Right, cavalry. Get into place. Massive amount of troops coming in here, that's not great. Oh, look at that, what's this? The enemy cavalry and cannons and everything was sent off over here. Right, we're probably taking some casualties by having these guys not being on the flanks. So they'll take casualties by standing behind, so we need to do something about that. Shit. Counter charge over there. Okay, with these two guys formed to the flanks, we can tell them to open fire now. Get rid of that cannon. Move forward. So it looks like it's going pretty well with my plan. Even though... oh shit. I sent in the lights here, but clearly they could not handle it. And then escaping through the enemy units is a great way of getting rid of yourself. And the general probably is needed over here. Nice, they charge through to increase the casualties among them. I'm going to tell them to charge, just to get as many of these as possible. And then into line. And then we're going to have to give ground here. Give ground, and the general is on his way to support these guys. Not enough room really in between the cannons here. We're able to send these guys off, so the one cavalry unit I left can advance. This cannon will hold fire, switch to round shot, and then these two will advance. And you will advance. And once they're clear, I can tell these guys to open fire, which I think is now, so that they can open fire. We're holding well enough over here. One cavalry unit have come back.
Sir, our general is under attack.
But it looks fine. I think it looks pretty fine. Nice. We've got nice canister going in. And we just sent these guys. Oh shit. Crap. Ah. There goes all my cavalry scouts. We formed a square out here, which we could fire a round shot at. Quickly turn. And I think it's too far to start attacking over here, so what we'll do is we'll try to... oh shit. We'll try to keep them going here. I think it's the general, really. That is the reason why we haven't been able to break them over here. Oh shit. Form squares. Kinda just in time. And then break the squares again. Okay, we couldn't rally them, but I'm hoping I can get these guys not to rout anyways. Reserve Hungarians, they're taking canisters straight to the face. And we imagine these guys are not going to stand for too long. General's back to reinforce this side. I'm hoping... ah, nice, these guys are back. Probably not going to throw them directly into the fight. We'll have to have them in the forest. And then given how many enemies are coming on us here, we're gonna have to go back behind the cannons again. Gonna reorganize this force here, because there's a massive attack coming in here. So many have been sent away here, so I think it's safe to move this second brigade into a flank position, and then I guess 3rd brigade has to give some ground, and then we can see it taking these guys on from multiple directions. Right, we broke Alvinci. I have a good amount of troops to push a flank through here and just rout all of this. Are you firing canister? Yes. Maybe a round shot towards these. We need to keep this up. Advance. Let the enemy advance into our fire here. Idiots. We need to keep that up. We've got some enemies coming in here, and we just shot one of some of our own men. Got the enemy general riding straight into us. That's pretty nice. Not entirely sure what these idiots are doing. If you could switch to canister, and maybe we need to have an opening here so these guys can fire. Nice. Oh, what on earth? We managed to survive that though. So you know what I'll do? Turn. Second brigade will turn. And they will turn to face that guy, and then we'll go full on with kind of first brigade and those troops. And then you will hold fire and we'll redeploy you. Third brigade is doing fine with the support of the general. A few more canister shots and this unit should be gone. We got great angles as well on these guys. Oh, not in the entire unit's firing. Keep it up. And if you guys could actually fire some canister, that would be great. And there they go. Third brigade will advance and follow them. Move up to that point right there. You will hold fire at this point. You will hold fire. And we'll have these guys advance after. You know what? Round shot. You're on a hill. You should be clear. These guys come in here. They are kind of on high ground, so fire at will, round shot. Right, we did this pretty well, I must say. It would have been nicer though. I guess my brigade style, or my brigade style would probably have worked better if I in fact was able to do some offensive maneuvering rather than I kind of was locked in there by all the enemy troops, or by my own cannons, I should say. Someone take the shot, shoot that general. Oh, these guys back. The Croatians. Right, the general got away. Move forward. Second brigade. Continue forwards. Cannon. Continue forward. First brigade. I don't think any of these guys gonna rally. Fire this way. General forward. Redeploy. Looks like we got this. In the bag. However, there still could be some upsets. This is a really powerful unit. That Croatian Grenzer unit. Especially on such a small unit, which, yeah, they didn't stand for much. And I don't think we've actually taken any old guy out yet. Or at least in this current fighting style. There we go. One of the riflemen felled someone. We've got this cannon with canister coming up. Right. We're doing fine over here. Just sustained fire seems to be enough. I don't think we'll have time to deploy the cannon before these guys decide to leave the field, especially now when this unit is about to open fire as well. They just can see that more and more troops are going to be arrayed against them. They've got cannon shot. They kind of realize that the last unit on the field, and they've got this big half circle of Bavarian troops firing at them, and soon, really soon, we'll get some... they rallied a bit, the bastards. Let's put the general in the forest. Nice, got a chevron. Definitely need that. The commander kind of desperately giving order to reform, fire in this direction, fire in that direction, and so forth. And soon my canister, just as they retreat, I think my canister was ready to fire. Just as we won, the canister was like seconds away from firing. But there we have it. We defeated them, and Tirol region is safe for now, anyways. The thing is, I can't really follow up this attack by taking Venice, or the Venetian region. So, and partly also because, well, I don't have enough troops. We lost so many men. Anyways, let's go ahead and go back to the campaign map, shall we? And here we have the statistics. I lost almost half the army. Well, 700 men is quite a lot if you only have about 1800. The enemy lost a lot, but they have 930 men, so it's still like it would still be a quite fair fight back and forth. So it wasn't that much of a decisive battle. You can see that really my cannons are carrying the day, not so much my line infantry. However, we kinda humiliated the Austrians to the point where we get a heroic battle, the Battle of Bows and Mines. This province is a bit unhappy, but I don't think they're gonna have time to revolt, given just that we're one turn away. But that was pretty nice. Hopefully these guys won't attack and we can move up there in good order. I'm kind of hoping that the French will mobilize Messena to attack and deliver a crushing blow and get rid of these. But with that said, I think we'll end it right here. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!